The Gorge is the brand new Apple TV Plus original film that just hit the streaming service. The film's directed by Scott Derrickson, who's coming off of directing the 2016 Doctor Strange as well as The Black Phone. The film's written by Zach Dean with story and writing credits on his last two films, which were Fast X and The Tomorrow War. This film stars Miles Teller as Levi and Anya Taylor-Joy as Draza. These are two people sent by their governments to protect an outpost called the Gorge. They're set on separate outposts across from each other where it's tough to reach, and they're not supposed to interact with anyone. Stay at this one outpost for 365 days and protect whatever the unknowns of the actual gorge. But then they start to fall a bit in love with each other by sending each other some messages as they also start to uncover what truly is in the gorge. Also, Sigourney Weaver is in the movie, who's the government agent who hires Miles Teller's character to the gorge. The film is 2 hours and 7 minutes long and is PG-13. Welcome back to a brand new review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinner. We're talking all things The Gorge. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. We're trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of March. So please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on The Gorge? Did you like it? Did you not like it on Apple TV Plus? Did you watch it on Valentine's Day? Let me know as well. Also, I forgot to mention, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button because I also do movie, TV show reviews, out-of-theater reactions, movie franchise rankings, as well as every Monday a box office breakdown show. So please subscribe and ring the bell. Also, please hit that like button, guys. It's how you help support the channel more than you guys think. The more you guys hit that like button, helps my YouTube algorithm out, reach out to more people. So please hit that thumbs up, like button down below. So I had not seen actually a single trailer for this movie. The only thing I knew about was Scott Derrickson and these two leads. So that got me hooked in right away. I've heard some very mixed things about the movie from people I know and also trusted critics. And I could be in the minority on this. Who knows? I haven't physically seen a review or watched a review yet. I don't do that until after I do my own review. I had a really good time with The Gorge. This was a very harmless sci-fi action romance movie, with the romance being the shockingly leading part of the movie. The movie has a big setup, and obviously it's important to understand what the actual gorge is. There's a huge sci-fi element to that. There is a lot of action, especially in the last hour of the movie, which is basically nonstop action. But I was shocked that the movie took a much bigger chunk of the runtime than I thought on building not just the characters that Teller and Taylor-Joy play, but their chemistry and the romance that ensues. The romance, honestly, they make the most essential part of the movie. And for me, it worked. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy are phenomenal actors. And this was a tough romance to do because for the first 45 minutes of the movie, they don't say a single word to each other. It's all very like Rear Window like, where they're looking through each other through telescopes and writing cue cards and on whiteboards and on notes what to say to each other, but they don't actually are together until really like an hour into the movie. And to build a total romance without dialogue is really tough. And some people are going to think that the first hour of the movie is a slog. And again, if you don't buy into these two as a potential couple, you're probably not going to enjoy the movie. But for me, they made it the most essential part of the movie, and I easily thought it was the best part of the movie. Teller and Taylor-Joy have very good chemistry together. What's also tough from a writing perspective is having these two have to quickly fall in love to then fall into the sci-fi action back half of the movie, and the movie to have its stake. Because as I said, the first half of the movie, they don't speak to each other. There's not much dialogue in the first half of the movie. So it's tough to really build that chemistry. But I think the writing did a really good job with that, and the actors themselves also did a really good job of that you could buy how quickly they fall in love with each other and want to get out of the situation together. And also, both are extremely believable in the action scenes as well. Both of these actors have a wide range of films, and they've played romance leads in movies. They've also played action leads. And Teller and Taylor-Joy, especially Taylor-Joy, really delivers in the action scenes. Obviously, Miles Teller is very solid in the actions, but Taylor-Joy really brings it in the action set pieces. She's a total badass, very believable. They both have very similar skill sets, but in the hand-to-hand combat, I enjoyed watching her a lot more. She's extremely she just fully commits to the action scenes, and all the credit to Anya Taylor-Joy, who continues to prove why She is one of the best actresses of her generation at the moment. The actual designs of the things in the gorge, I don't want to describe what it is. I actually found to be really interesting, and you could definitely tell a mix of both practical, mostly practical, but also some CGI. But the practical elements of the movie, I also really respected. There's so many parts of the movie where most of these type of streaming movies would just fall apart, which is either you don't buy the chemistry of the movie or the movie itself doesn't take its time for you to build these two together as a couple, but also the laziness and the cliches. Now, this movie definitely is not a perfect movie. It at times can be quite cheesy, a bit too cheesy for me at times. And as I said, there are elements of the actual sci-fi element I've seen in a lot of other movies before. The Sigourney Weaver aspect of the movie, I've also seen even more so in a billion other films like this, where there's the government, and once you realize what's going on, you know exactly the motive of Sigourney Weaver's character and where that plot line is going. My two major issues with the movie is that I wanted to be a lot more intense. Scott Derrickson is one of the best horror filmmakers of the last 15 years. And I thought that was going to be a big aspect of the movie, but I actually thought that was the biggest part missing from the movie was the creepiness, the intensity. It felt like it was more delivered for the action scenes. They would set up sometimes some jump scares, but I just didn't buy the intensity, the thrills that I think Derrickson was hoping for in the second half of the movie. And also, I did not like the score for this film. I am someone who is a big time lover of composers and scores in movies. I listen to movie scores basically every day. And the score for this film was done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. And that is crazy because they are one of my top 3 or 4 favorite composers of all time, or really just working today. And it just felt like a lot of just glaring noises that actually cool score. It's so frustrating because I just adore Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, who I thought delivered the best score of 2024. This was one of their worst scores. I just didn't enjoy it. It kind of pulled me out of the movie. It felt like more of a distraction at times. So overall, the movie, I respect this movie a lot. It really takes its time building out this romance and then moving to the sci-fi action part. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy deliver in the leading role, both with their chemistry, and you really do care about them making it out of this movie. The sci-fi element I really enjoyed. I just wish I was a bit more on the edge of my seat and there wasn't a less distracting score going on. So overall, I'm going to give The Gorge on Apple TV Plus a 3.5 out of 5, a 67%. What are your thoughts on The Gorge? Let me know in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.